welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he knows that his wide receiver is such a star and getting so much pre-game hype, pre-season hype. He's even mentioned as a Heisman favorite that he wants his wide receiver to lock in on his teammates, lock in on doing his job and being a physical blocker downfield, making sure he doesn't have any drops and setting some small goals so that he is in the Heisman conversation at the end of the season. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Throwing, Williams. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Quick give. It's Pringle. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive line.
Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Third and long right here. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on third, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Williams, under pressure. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback changing the play. Williams. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams to the air again. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on. 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Hurricane. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. In the red area, it's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll bring it back. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Flanagan. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it on the outside. Flying down the left side. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Flanagan. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Williams escapes the pressure to his right. Hard running there. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Runs for the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, USC! He got it beat down in bounds. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Running inside, it's Pringle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my... Make quick decisions and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Escapes the pressure going right. Catch in the middle, it's Napier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's Williams to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Williams will pass. Extending the play. Uncorks it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of this drive. Moving out to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a...
Makes the grab in their space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Knocked down immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Anderson will throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, it's Flanagan. At the 20, he's got space. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's changing the play. Throwing, Williams. Throws it deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Orange with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Here now some other games you may...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Anderson wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Grab behind the line. It's Bowman. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The run inside. It's Flanagan. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the 4th down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Anderson will throw. Stepping to the right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Anderson. Breaks into the open. Past the 40. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They couldn't draw him, but drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Anderson wants to throw. They're all over him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams. Here comes the heat. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Quick give. It's Pringle. It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Anderson will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It's inside. It's Flanagan. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Keep it on the ground. Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Anderson wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
2nd and long here. snap in the shotgun. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And how fast did this momentum just completely flip? Your defense gives up points. You're down by a touchdown, and your kickoff return unit in the 4th quarter, when you needed a play, comes up with a huge play, and now you are 1 point away from tying this game. Or do we roll the dice and try to take the lead?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Anderson will throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Lofton. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Pringle. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Had to throw it before he wanted, and he gets rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Anderson wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Gets rid of it.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on the move. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hurricane. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Williams lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The 30. He's at the 20.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He's going to take a chance and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce, because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
The fake wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. On the delay, it's Pringle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Throwing, Williams. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. He's going to try to finish this one off with another score. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze, where do I need to get a little bit better.